gonna look a spicy. An hour a day will keep the haters away. An hour a day will keep the doubters away. An hour a day will get you something that you can be proud of and you can keep doing it and stuff. La-di-da-di-da. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Crash test. It's pretty good. Alright guys, so we're back at the shop with Squid. So what we have to do today is try and put this roll cage together and get it at least tacked up in this car. So I wonder how we're gonna do that. This is what we got so far. We have this actually mounted that way, this way, that way, all of it. We have the back of the car nice and tied in right now. We have the sway bar brackets in, the anti-roll bars, just so that the rear end is straight. We still have to do a diagonal link, but yeah, everything's here. What made me nervous was the whole back of the car would like shake, like 4 inches each way. Look at this, guys. I'll show you guys a drop video later, but yeah, this thing is gonna look a spicy. It's gonna look a spicy. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is about it's about right height. I still need to cut a few things out and bend it all up, but yeah, other than that, I mean, this is basically where she's gonna sit, where he's gonna sit anyways. Maybe a little bit lower. Maybe this wheel will be like tucked up in here just a skosh. But yeah, this thing is looking killer so far. And also the cage isn't looking too bad as well. The back half, I should say. The cage will come later once I weld these brackets in. So I got all this done. Back here. I still need a third member. Everything's done back here. I'm going to tell you everything that I need now. I need to tie in this front half to the back half, because right now, if I would go down the track like this right here would just plumb rip off the frame. So that's gonna be a no bueno. And we need to weld the plates that I had made, cut to length by Devin. We need to run those up here and run them sideways, so then I can mount my roll bar. The funny thing is, this roll bar, the main hoop is actually meant for an S10. And I also have the rest of the roll bar. I bought a whole kit. It's a 10-point kit for an S10. Most of the tubes work. I don't think, the only piece that I don't think is going to work is this guy. And it actually goes to the front of the car, and it's the drop hoops or whatever the heck it's called. But I think I'm going to use these for the back. It's either that or try to take some bend out of this, because the A-pillar is really slanted on these cars. On an S10 they're like this. That's the only reason why I wouldn't be able to use it. It's not a big deal, but I don't want this thing to look like trash. So I'm going to use this back here, just like that. I think it's going to go to the rear end after I weld everything up, and then I'm still going to have even a little section left. I'm still going to have some steel left over, so then I can make some kickers, which is actually part of the 10-piece roll cage anyways, but 10-point. They call it a 10-point, but I don't know where they're actually calling 10 points. Maybe it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10 maybe? I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's how much we got done. We're gonna put these here. I'm gonna see exactly where this is at, cut this out, this little plastic piece, and get this wire out of the way. So now we're gonna take these plates and we're gonna try to put them in the little crevice where this goes and how to really stiffen this piece up. And then we're gonna clean this up and scab a piece of steel over this. We got all that out of there. This weighs like maybe 2 pounds, like this whole thing. So I'm gonna leave these brackets here. We're gonna leave this here. And then we're gonna use all of this. So we're gonna have nitrous, maybe a scramble button. Not, but yeah, we're gonna keep that, bolt that back in, and then we're gonna work around this. So we have to figure out anyways, we're back here just in time to find out that the heater took a shit in the building. So this is how far we've gotten. We got the main hoop in, just sitting there. It's not bolted in or nothing or welded. So we got those plates in. So I'll go ahead and cut those down and refit it in here and maybe tack it on the bottom. I might push these plates further back. Alright, so the dilemma now is to try to decide how much of this tube I want to cut out of here. I was just gonna probably go almost like that and then all the way down and then boop. I think that would be pretty good. We'll try it. Here's what we come up with. These are the top mounts, and here are the bottom mounts. GoPro went dead, so you guys didn't get the full coverage, but this is what we ended up doing. Boop. This little brackets to hold our shockies. One of them's already bolted in now, so it's kind of like this, and then I've just made that bracket to fit here. So this will fit right there. And this girl is just about ready to sit on its own hind haunches. We have liftoff. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Woo! Ah! Ain't nothing broke yet. Amazing. I feel like most of the pressure is on the wheels, but oh yeah, boys, we are on the shocks. I'm so proud. For reference, this is how much those shocks are sunk into it. It's gonna have sag. This car is gonna look awesome, but it's not gonna look that awesome. This is too low. This is too low. So we're gonna extend those shocks a skosh more and then set this thing on the ground. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We actually ended up going way up on our shock mounts on the 4-link, but man, oh man, these things are kind of looking sexy. Just like that. This thing is sitting down on his hind haunches. And boy, oh freaking boy, the only thing I'm concerned about now is that little whoop-de-doo right in the center there. It actually touches the ground just barely. I'm just gonna shave it and then put a plate on the bottom of it to shave like an inch off. But man, we freaking got her. Oh, I'm so freaking excited about this. Actually sitting on the ground. We ended up welding most of the cage up, so you guys did good. So, not most of the cage, but what we had to do. So we ended up welding it down here, all the way around there. We still have to weld those in. I'm gonna make the bars. We're gonna make the bars to go sideways, the kicker bars or whatever they're called. And yeah, we got these bad boys ran. We ended up putting a plate up here. That was a good idea from you guys. You know, putting the plate here to keep it off of the headliner, and it worked out awesome. So what we ended up with is this. The next plan is, I guess, we're gonna make these kickers. Hopefully tomorrow we can get off of work early enough and, you know, cross brace this in with some tubes and get this whole back half done. Yeah. Oh, Jeebus. Oh, Jeebus. Yeah. Whew. Steering wheel's heavy. Woo! Okay, yeah, see, we're la-di-da-di-da. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Crash test. It's pretty good. You guys did a really good job on that. Alright, so honestly, if we sit this far back, my legs are pretty, I don't like to be, like I said, I don't like to be like all stretched out. I like to be tucked in. But this steering wheel is going to be like way far forward, which if we don't modify the firewall, we're going to have to bring the pedals back anyways. And honestly, this was kind of tits. Kind of like this. Like honestly, if I can if we can just lengthen this stem up a little bit. If we could do that, this thing's gonna be rocking. It feels weird being all the way back here though.
Fuck you, Rich.
Oh jeez. This is funny. I don't know if I like being all the way back here. It's gonna be pretty suspicious pulling up to the staging lanes and pretending like we didn't modify the firewall. It's gonna be stock location because technically we're not gonna modify the whole fucking thing. It's gonna be where it was, part of it's gonna be where it was. We're not gonna modify the whole thing, right? I mean, technically we're getting rid of the first firewall anyways, so. Oh, shit. Thanks for the help. We'll see you tomorrow.